Alright, everybody, we're back, and we're in for a little treat this evening. I just wrapped up my first part of the Pokemon Soul Silver Nuzlocke run. Had a lot of fun doing that. But now we transitioned over to Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout for regular Nintendo. Doesn't remember this game. Wow, these controls are bad. Just bad. Alright. Here we go. Now we're back in the swing of things here. So for those of you who do not remember this game or have never played this game, Bugs is on his way to his birthday party, and all of his Looney Tune pals are trying really hard to stop him. Even to the point where they do some pretty questionable things. So, just a heads up. Figured this would be a nice way to end the evening. And here's Daffy Duck, who's a complete jerk. They all just want to take you out. Oh man. Man, this is like some weird muscle memory. I cannot believe I remember how to play this game. Strangely, this is one of these kinds of games that, I don't know, I just played a lot as a kid for some reason. It's just one of those weird, like, non-primary platform type of Nintendo. I guess to be fair, back in the day, just straight Nintendo didn't really have, like, you know, high-performing main platformers like, you know, Zelda and Mario. They were still new at this point. There's Tweety. She comes out and tries to throw tomatoes at me, and I'm just not having it. Sorry, bud. Give me that carrot. Let's go in my balloon. Because that all makes sense. Everything I said just made sense in Looney Tune Land. I personally don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to this, but I usually just do that as fast as I can, and then hope that it gives me a bunch of lives. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. I think there's like maybe 6 or 7 different stages. Each kind of with their own weird mechanics and bosses. I never kind of realized how generous they are in this game about the damage that you take. Oh my gosh. So you can take basically 12 hits before you die. So if you get to the point where you're at, like, you know, 1 heart, something terrible went wrong. Of course, I say that now, and I guarantee that'll be me in about an hour. Oh yeah, look at that. First one-up of the game. Here we go. What else? Ooh, second one-up of the game. think it's pretty crazy when you get a full row with the star. I think you get like 30 lives. Oops. Yeah, I know. What even are those things that are coming out of the rabbit holes? Are they like little... they kind of look like weird, like, coconuts, but that can't be right. Oops. Oh, that was my bad. Alright, this is... He wants to eat me, I guess? He's got a knife and a fork and he just chases me with it. It's kind of weird. Like I said, my friends in this game do some real questionable things. Alright, I mean, you know, a respectable 3 or 4 lives. I'll take it, I'll take it. This dungeon, I guess they're not really dungeons, are they? This stage. It's nice to play a little platformer. I've been playing a lot of RPGs lately, so I've been playing like Illusion of Gaia. I just finished up Mario RPG. I just started a Pokemon Nuzlocke run, and those are all really fun and everything like that. But there's just something about, like, you know, the action that a side-scroller just really, you know, makes it fun. I was considering doing the regular Ninja Turtles tonight, but I might need a little. I might need a lot of time in order to get into that group, because that game is absolutely brutal. I'm sure everybody knows. Hey Matthew, thanks for sharing the stream, man. Thanks for coming in. How's it going tonight? Or, yeah, tonight, I guess, yeah. We're all in nighttime for the most part, right? Oh man, I am gonna get wrecked by these guys, huh? Good, chillin' before I crash for the night, got work in the morning. Ah, gotcha. That's right. Work never stops, man, I hear ya. Hopefully tomorrow you have a nice, easy day, though. No drama Sunday. Especially because it's a holiday weekend, you know? Alright, who do we got in here? We got more Tweety Bird. Yeah, she's gonna throw tomatoes at me. Let me show you what she looks like. Oh, there you go. Well, I guess she didn't want to throw the tomato at me. This is just a very confusing game, because, like, they're all supposed to be my friends, right? They're all supposed to be my friends, but, like, they're getting in my way, and then, like, my reaction is to hit them with a hammer, and, like, that has to cause some sort of, you know, disconnect in the relationship, right? Like, if all of a sudden, like, your response to everything was, like, attack it with a hammer, like, yeah, I'd be a little nervous, too. I'd want to hide out in a cloud and throw tomatoes. One thing I will say I do feel like this is one of those kinds of games where I, as a child, again, was not very good at, and now I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay. I've done the platforming. I got those platforming skills. Boom. Tiny Toon Adventure was fun but hard. Are you talking about the original one for Nintendo when you had to like when you could switch between, was it Buster, Plucky, and actually wait, it was four of them, right? It was Buster, Plucky, Furball, and whatever the Tasmanian Devil one is called. Tiny Devil? That sound right? I can't remember. The SNES version. Oh, is that Buster Bust Loose? Is that the one where you can like run up and down the walls and stuff like that? I think there was another SNES game too, but that one I never played. But I did play Buster Bust Loose a lot, and that game was wicked hard. I don't actually remember the right way to go, but I think it's this way. Yeah, this looks right. All this weird... It's so weird, man. I have not played this game in... I mean, like, really, like, 20... Like, not 20 years, but, like, you know, 15... No, actually, maybe, like, 20 years. And it's just like riding a bike. Just remember everything. There's a point in the game where you played football. Yes, that was definitely in the Buster Bust Loose version, and it was hard. Oh, you're gonna take me out, bud? Oh, he took me out! Yikes! I got a little distracted here. I did not realize that I was losing them lives. I got excited about Buster Bust Loose. But yeah, if it's the same game that I'm thinking of, that was a really tough game. Looking forward to watching me stream the NES version of TMNT. Well, Matthew, I really appreciate that. I'm sort of looking forward to it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, I love that game. That game was so much fun. But, you know, as a kid, like, it's just brutal, man, like... Oops. No. Yeah. It's all about resource management in that game. I don't think I've ever beaten that game. I might... If I play that game, I might have to do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do an earnest playthrough of it. But it's really tempting to just use save states for that. And maybe even unlimited lives. Hardest games I played when I was young. Yeah, dude, I completely understand that. That's the turtle van where you see things. Yes, me too. And then at that point, I feel like that's when everything just comes off the rails, and it becomes astronomically harder, because then you have to worry about things like the steamrollers, and there's just so many random buildings that you can go into that you don't need to go into that are actually, like, super detrimental to you and, like, are designed to be, like, traps, and it's just, oh man, the whole thing. But maybe if I just, like, had an idea of, you know, which buildings to go into and what, you know, what I needed to do, might be a little bit easier. And, like, getting the missiles to shoot the blockades, and if you lost the turtle, you had to, like, go find the turtle, like yeah, it was a tough one. It was one of those things where it's like, I spent so much time... I'd like to see kids today play Battletoads. Bro, I don't think people... I don't know. I don't... Oh, I got five lives. Yeah, Battletoads. All those games without cheats. Yeah, dude. I'd like to see me try to play through Battletoads without any cheats. That one level was at the second, I think it's the second level in Battletoads, right? Where you get on the jet bike, and it's impossible. Like, you cannot beat that level. Yeah, yup. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's that jet bike level or whatever. Oh. Absolutely, every time, without fail, a rage quit. I would not... Yeah, that'd be fun. I missed it. Oh well. Oh, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I feel like, so, my theory on all of that, and, like, those types of games are, you know, video games did not have a lot of room to, like, make big stories, right? So, if you just make the levels... Oh, I just destroyed you, Elmer Fudd. You'll never know the struggle of getting to the end of a game, dying, and starting at the beginning. Right, exactly. And that's what I was just saying, like, I feel like that was part of the strategy for early video games, because they were so limited in what they could do. You know, they wanted to make the games feel like they were a lot longer than they were, so they just made them so incredibly difficult in some cases. Yeah. Battletoads is a great example of that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a great example of that. It's just, yeah, everything is just so punishing. You just go right to the end. Or, oh, Ninja Gaiden? I want to talk about an absolutely nightmarish game. Even with, like, it allowing you to start back at the beginning of the world, as opposed to, like, going all the way back to the very, very beginning. It's so rough, man. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Oh, I might be in trouble here. Oh. I almost... I feel proud of this, but I almost beat Ninja Gaiden, without any save states or cheats, and so close, Matthew, so close. I was on the last boss, had like, what, five of those little ticks left, and you just lose, you just make one tiny little mistake, just one tiny little mistake, and it's lights out. Back to the beginning. It's so sad. Alright. I'll tell you what. I'm not sure how long you're sticking around for, but once I finish this game, if I have a moment, I'll put on some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we'll see how long it takes me to rage quit. Yeah, exactly. That's all it takes. It's just one mistake, and then it just compounds because you start getting frustrated, and then you just like lose that ability to focus, and then you start making more mistakes. And I can't get this anymore. Had a Simpsons game for the SNES that you played, Bart vs. Aliens or something. Oh, was that Bart's Nightmare? Is that what it was? Bart's... I think there's a couple of them, right? There's like one or two different... I think there's like one or two NES Simpsons games. Which I'm actually kind of surprised about. I would have thought there would have been a lot more. He's just skateboarding. I feel so bad. Like, he's not trying to actually hurt me. He just skateboards back and forth. He's just living his life. I killed his son by accident just now. See ya. Or, I don't know. I guess you don't really kill anybody in this game, but it's a little questionable because I just bashed them both with a hammer, so I don't know. Alright. Where am I at here? Is this the caves? Oh, this is where I'm gonna lose a bunch of lives. Because this is the level. I don't know if you get this or if anybody else get this, but I get this thing when I call well, I switch between calling it Super Mario syndrome or platform poisoning. And it's basically just this, like, I don't want to wait, so I just keep pushing forward, being like, yes, I can do this, this is fine. And I don't want to, like, stop and, like, take my time and, like, wait for the right timing of things. I'm like, yeah, I'll just make it up as I go. So I feel like that's something I do when I play Mario games, especially. I'm just like, yes, you just fall into this, like, groove, right? And you're like, alright, cool, I'm making all this forward momentum, and like, this is really fun, and then that happens, and then now here we are, back at the beginning again. And now that I died once, I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm just gonna run through the waterfall, take the hit, I'll jump through here, like, it's no big deal. I gotta make up that distance as quickly as possible. Oh, see, look, and I died. I'm so glad that I know exactly how I live my life and can predict the things that I'm gonna do, and also can't change it. That's the thing. It's like I knew all the things I was gonna do and all the consequences of my actions, and still I did not change what I did. And that's why I call it Super Mario Syndrome, because I just want to keep getting back. I want to get back to where I was before I died last time. Bart vs. the Space Mutants for NES. Okay, I don't actually think I played any Simpsons games from back in the day. I think the only Simpsons game I really like... had a lot of experience playing was the arcade version, or the arcade game rather. last one I had, there was another hard. That was another hard game for my childhood. Yeah, lots of tough ones, man. Oh, jeez. All right, somebody give me a. Oh, you will. You'll give me a. Oh, but you had to start me right there? Come on, dude. That's lame. There we go. Alright, now we're back. Now we're back in action here. Oh, you know what I could have played too tonight? I could have played some Earthworm Jim. I didn't think about that. What other really, like, tough games there were. I feel like I remember Darkwing Duck for Nintendo being tough, too. Dick Tracy? Castlevania. Castlevania, 2? That was a brutal game, but it was really fun. I would love to go back and play it again now. Really? Back to the Future was tough. I don't remember that. Was that for SNES or was that for NES? Or for a different system? NES, gotcha. Yeah. Didn't remember that, but yeah. I feel like a lot of Nintendo games that were made because, like, there was just a hit movie at the time, those games were just absolutely off the wall, anything goes. And most of the time they didn't even have anything to do with the movie, like, which was kind of weird. Or there was, like, some weird, like, loose association for the movie, like, I feel like the Aliens movie, or Aliens video game is a good example of that. I do remember regular Nintendo Star Wars game for regular Nintendo. That was a really fun game, but that was another one that was just absolutely punishing. Oh, there you go. Now you're throwing tomatoes at me. Come on, get out of here. Give me that carrot. Let's go. Because that was a tough platformer, the Star Wars game, and it was like also kind of open world. They actually, you know, for its time, and for the fact that it was like a game based on a movie, they did a really good job, like, kind of making that game, even though it was just so tough. Oh yeah, Contra. Gosh. The amount of time and effort I put into Contra is just too much. Wait, didn't you say that you can beat Contra without taking a hit? I feel like I remember you saying that. Or it might have been someone else. Or I might have just made that up. I think it was someone else. Yeah, I vaguely remember talking about Contra and somebody saying something along those lines, and I was like, dang! Oh yeah, you have to use the old Konami code. That's Because even still, just using the come on, man, really, that's lame. Even still, using the Konami code, like, I know you get 30 lives, like, that's really not a lot for that entire game, especially because of how hard some of those levels are, you know what I mean? Like, once you start getting past, like, the waterfall, and you go, like, up into the caves or whatever it is, like, it gets so tough. And then, if you make it to the last level, like, the alien compound or whatever it's called, yeah, you just get punished so hard. Cool. 48 lives. Come on, turn them lights back on. Thank you. Did you ever play any of the, actually don't even know if there's there must be a Contra 2, right? I only played the first Contra and the third Contra. I vaguely remember there being a game with Mickey and Minnie Mouse for NES. Yes, my friend, you are thinking of Mickey Mousecapades, I think is what you're thinking of. That was also a very hard game, because they really punished you for, like, mistakes and not, like, solving puzzles in the correct order. But it was fun. I remember playing that. You can, like, shoot stars and stuff. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird vibe. And sometimes, like, they'll just get captured. Oh, come on, Peppy, get out of here, bud. Oh, he's gonna kill me. No, I don't want to do this again. I just want to stay in here forever and be safe. Here, bud. Yes! Wow, I did that with one life left. Alright, let's do some whack-a-mole. Yeah, just burly indeed. My 12-year-old self would be making fun of me so hard right now. Oh, I can do another round. Nice! I don't know, but, sorry, so, I don't know if you've ever played Contra 3 for Super Nintendo, but that was a really good Contra. That was actually probably one of my favorite side-scrolling co-op games, of all time. It was just so much fun. I think it was, you know, a little bit more dialed in and, you know, not as punishing as the original Contra, and it kind of gave, like, upgrades to a lot of the to a lot of the guns and stuff, which are pretty neat. Tried playing the others but couldn't get into them. I did like watching others play. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen any other Contra games other than the original and the one that I used to play on Super Nintendo all the time. Are there more? Have they made more sense? I don't even... Like, that's like a series that I really just have such a gigantic blind spot for. Woohoo! Just made that. They redid the... Did they really? They redid the original Contra on mobile games. Interesting. Is there a way to play it two-player on mobile? That would be pretty wild. Can you do, like, online play? Bluetooth connect or something like that? Haven't checked it out yet, but it looks like there's more to it than what we were... Oh, so they, like, maybe, like, they redid it, like, they remastered it and maybe added some more stuff to it? It's an interesting thing to do. And I actually kind of enjoy when they do that, so... That's kind of cool. Oh, I just took a big jump risk. Take another one. I know some people get really, like, you know, purist about their games, but I'm just like, you know what? Just add more fun stuff. I don't care. Like, more dungeons? That sounds great. More jobs? That sounds great. More items? That sounds great. Like, just add cool extras. Because, like, I guess maybe then I can justify buying the game for the 7th time on the 7th different platform. You know? Like, I don't know if you're aside from the original Zelda, the first RPG I got into was Dragon Warrior. Ooh, nice. So that is a series that I have not really gotten into, but really would like to at some point. And I feel like, I think I've actually played the first Dragon Warrior. I just don't remember. I might also be confusing that with Dragon Quest? Are those two different games? Or did, like, one become the other? It's like Dragon Quest, they're like up to, like, Dragon Quest, like, 9 and stuff, right? Yeah, I'm really not sure. What I can remember about the Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior game that I played was, like, at the very end, you can just, like, side with the main enemy, and then, like, that's it. Like, you just, like, if you choose to do that, you, like, lose. But they give you the option to do it. Is that the right game? You've come so far through my dungeon, but let me give you the opportunity to recruit you to my side. Played Dragon Quest VIII for the PS2. Some of the characters look like they are from DBC. I absolutely agree with that. the main character of, I guess, probably now the most recent Dragon Quest, or Dragon Warrior, or whatever it is. 9, or maybe it's 11, I don't know, actually. Whichever one it is. Looks exactly like Trunks and Android 18, like, combined together. 18? 17. 17. Sorry. My bad. Oh, I'm dead here. So dead. Oh, no, okay. But yeah, sometimes they just make those characters just so, like, I don't know, uniform. Come on, let's go. I was really hoping I would be able to get to 99 lives before I get to the end of this game. But I didn't enjoy whatever Dragon Quest game I played, or Dragon Warrior, or whatever it was. Because I think I just haven't been invested enough in the series. But I feel like if I went back and kind of started playing them, like, some of them in order, or at least a few of them, to kind of, like, get, you know, an idea of, like, what it's all about, I think I'd really enjoy some of the newer ones. I'm hoping that they release, I don't know, do you like, what's it called? I can't think of what it's called. It's another, like, pretty famous RPG series. I don't know, it's not coming to me. I also, I liked Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior, was it Builders? Where it's kind of like a little bit more of like a Minecraft feel to it. That was kind of a fun game. Breath of Fire is great. I will say though, I've only ever played the first 3. I actually don't know if I played 4. Which one is the one with Tipo? I think that's 3. Nina has Nina and Tipo in it. Does that sound familiar? I'm gonna get wrecked here. Oh yeah, give those lives. Now I can be more reckless again. That's 3. Yeah, okay. I think that was the... I feel like maybe that was the first one on the, like, PlayStation? Something like that. Played Breath of Fire 5, but couldn't get into it. Is that one, like, the worst one? Was that the last one, too? Was there another one after that? I really liked 3 a lot. 3 was great. I mean, I liked 1 and 2, like, you know, just for the same reason that I like any other type of, like, old-school RPG. Pretty cool. I really liked 3 a lot. 3 was really fun. I didn't know if there was another one after 5, but it was the first one. Breath of Fire 4 was fun. They could have done better with it, but it was fun. Okay. I mean, that seems fair. That seems pretty reasonable. Oh my god, I knew that was there. I just didn't know which stupid thing it was. Like, what are the chances that I'll hit the exact one? Chances are pretty dang good. Did you ever get into, like, Final Fantasy at all? Or Chrono Trigger, or any of those types of games? Limited dragons with all the same forms, and no open world. Oh, really? No open world in Breath of Fire 4? That's a bummer. I feel like taking away an open world from an RPG game is basically a death sentence. Like, what are you doing? That's kind of like, I mean, you know, that's kind of like what they did with Final Fantasy 13. 13? Yeah, I mean, it kind of took away that open world feel, and, you know, it wasn't a great game. It was fine. Fine. It wasn't the best in the series. I got into some Final Fantasy games. FF7 and FF8 are my faves, and I liked Mystic Quest. Mystic Quest is great. Mystic Quest is one of those kinds of games that I routinely forget about. Wow, that was just rude. I routinely forget about, but I really enjoyed that game a lot, because it was just so different, you know? And then, yeah, of course, there's Chrono Trigger, and Chrono Trigger is by far one of the most amazing games ever. I could play Chrono Trigger forever, anytime. Mystic Quest may not be as popular, but it was fun. Yeah, no, I absolutely 100% agree. It had such a different feel to it. It was kind of like almost a tactics game, if I remember correctly, and then it was like almost like an RPG, and then it was like an RPG at the same time, and it just kind of like tried to straddle both lanes, and yeah, it was interesting. I guess not tactics in the sense that it was like grid style or anything, but tactical in the sense that it was, I feel like it was mostly just like all encounters, right? You didn't really go through... Did you, like, go through dungeons and stuff? I don't even remember. But it had this kind of, like, Super Mario World overworld, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time. That is a game that I have not played in forever. Oh, I'm gonna take so much damage! Oh, we're good. Is that Bugs Bunny? It most definitely is Bugs Bunny, sir. It is. Bugs and all of his friends. I'm trying to get to my birthday party, and, oh yeah, this is gonna hurt me. Yep, okay. Kevin, this was one of my favorite games to play as a kid. Alright, let's see how this goes, huh? Yeah! Kevin, you came just in time. Just in time for me to beat the game. Finally, Bugs arrives at his party. He enters. Surprise! Thunderous cheers and applause from all of his loving friends. Bugs Bunny, to Bugs' surprise, he finds all of his Looney Tunes, with just moments ago been playing very funny tricks. Dude, Elmer Fudd was trying to capture me in a net and murder me.